I've used Guru for the last 3 years, and you know, the Guru I I always use for the kick drums and the timing, cause it's got some funky timing. It's so easy to use. It's just like, oh man, it's using one of those old time drum machines, and the timing has always been really really funky. And on right on the website, they got the MPC 60 timings and stuff, and I found out that you could use those in Logic, and I found MPC 60 and 2000 timings for the Guru, and I've used them on BFD, which is really, I've really been getting a cool sound lately. I hate to say this, but those MPC 60 timings, I don't know how they do it, but it's different from any other timings. And you put that on Guru drums or just about any other drums, it's like it's really funky stuff. It sounds like you got George Clinton's drummer in there jamming for you. It's the timing is really good, and up till this BFD2, I hadn't heard any drums like that except out of the proper, drum machine like the MPC 2000, MPC 60, those kind of samplers and stuff. I hadn't heard it until recently, and that was with the BFDs. Recently, I've been going back and all my old songs, I've been replacing them with the BFDs, but because I like the effects that I had on the old songs, but it was, the drums were kind of thin to start out with and stuff. Obviously, I can't go back and replace some of the drums of my 80s stuff.
On tape.
Yeah, they're on tape and stuff. Now, everybody's trying to get the analog sound digitally. That's my goal, right? And I found it. And that's the goal. Everybody's going for tube sound and tape sound and that kind of thing. And you could get that if you know how to get it. I've located the exact frequencies, right? I mean that if I get a certain bass sound, I say, okay, I'm boosting 30K, I'm boosting 35K, I'm boosting 44K for this one, right? And I don't write them down, but I just know when I hear the sound, how to make it sound fat. And you don't really need tubes, you don't really need tape, but it's good to have. But it's possible for somebody to have a studio that they would have paid hundreds of thousands of pounds for years ago. They can get for exactly 3,000 pounds today. And I mean, it's a couple of pieces that are actually better sound. You can get better sound quality than you can get in a lot of the major studios.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we would have had this kind of stuff back in the day, we would have been awesome. Oh yeah, we were recording on 4-track cassettes and that kind of stuff, and people were like bringing these cassettes to the clubs, and the DJs were playing them off cassette, and then the record companies would press up off the cassette, and to this day people say, oh man, it doesn't hit hard like it used to back in the day. And I said, back in the day we were recording on crap, See, right now the dance music scene is all split into genres. It should all be on one dance floor. So all the different genres are killing them, because if you had a totally new type of underground dance music come out, nobody would play it. The rap clubs wouldn't play it because it's not hip hop. The techno clubs wouldn't play it because it's not techno. The drum and bass clubs wouldn't play it because it's not drum and bass, et cetera, et cetera. That's why, when I first started, everything was playing on one dance floor. So we had power, there was a new underground dance music. Everybody, let's have it. Come on, right? But now, like I said, there's nowhere to play it except on the radio. You see, that's what happened. I was just doing all my songs were sounding different from each other. Like one song I did called Acid Track sound totally different from this other song I did called Someday by C.C. Rogers, and these were all influence I gotten from other, like rock stuff, like Move Your Body, piano kind of thing. I was thinking Elton John, This other song I did called Open Our Eyes, I was thinking Yes, right? Acid Tracks that I've Lost Control, I was thinking Jimi Hendrix and Led Zeppelin, So it's the same thing he's doing now, that it's, you just use different influence and stuff, and what was happening with me at that time was I would do a song that sounded totally different from the last one, and they would split it into a different genre, which was messed up. I hope they don't do it with him, but like like I would do Acid Track, next thing Acid House. That's not the way it's supposed to be. I did another song that's a deep house, and do another song, garage, and so that's kind of like messed everything up a little bit because everything is split into subgenres now. I see it stifling all the time because everybody says, "Oh, I'm doing this genre, right?" And I'm doing this genre, and they doing one type of music for a whole album. Oh, it's insanity. I'd be bored doing the same song. The same beats every song. I don't understand how somebody could do that. That's why I like seeing somebody like Kid British. They just we don't care about a genre. We're gonna do everything. We're gonna do music that we like, whatever the genre, and they're not gonna pigeonhole them into one type of music, right? So I like that kind of freedom, and I'm really excited about it.
When you're involved in majors, as you know, they like to have. It's all right doing all different styles of music, but they like to have some kind of link between each of the songs and stuff. So I had to really, in terms of producing the demos and stuff, and in a short space of time, I had to really think of a way of doing that. And the way was how we write, how we arrange it, and like it's even like people like Neptunes who have taken over in the genres, and you yourself. It's a certain musical elements you put in each of the styles, if it's reggae, rock, I don't know, if it's a classical piece or an acoustic piece, it has to have that same element where it says it is Kid British, or if it is Marshall Jefferson, or if it is Nerd, you know what I mean? So that's basically it. You have to have some sort of link.
At the end of the day, I've always said this, a great song will dictate what people will listen to. I've seen it happen countless times. Somebody, most recent example, not most recent, but I remember the whole genre of like house music got taken up by one song. It was called You Don't Even Know Me by Armin van Helden. You don't even know me, and it was the whole summer, they was like that. And then like the next year was a techno song that took off, and it took all the techno up. See, so right now in dance music, everything is at the same level, and one great song will take it above that level, but once that song dies down, it falls back with the pack, right? So we just got to get everything playing on one dance floor, and right now that one dance floor is by space. It's kind of a long shot, but it's the only thing that doesn't restrict you to a genre, and that's what we got, so we got to work with it.